Leave it there. I'm going to hit go live now.
I'm in a sweet spot. I'm feeling good. The sun is shining. I knew it would. The world's a playground. I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm on the big stage. I got my crew. I'll get you moving. It's what I do. The party's started. It's going down. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. Check me out. Check me out. Just check me. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the heart-pounding, adrenaline-fueled spectacle that is Season 11 finale of the D.G.S.R Sim Racing GT3 Championship. We're here at the iconic circuit Ricardo Tormo in Valencia, Spain, where the sun is shining, the skies are clear, and the tension is palpable. This is a 55-minute showdown, promises to be an absolute thriller with drivers battling out for every inch of tarmac in their quest for championship glory. And speaking of the championship, it's a nail-biter, folks. Just 8 points separate the top 3 contenders in the global standings, setting the stage for a dramatic showdown. Leading the charge is Paul Sadlowski, sitting atop the standings with 308 points, but hot on his heels are Eddie Wilkins and Steve Richardson with 304 and 300 points respectively. It's a battle royal between these three titans, with Sadlowski and Richardson representing the gold class and Wilkins flying the flag for the silver class. But let's not count out the opposition just yet. Former champion Rich Gasson may be sitting in 4th place in the standings of 292 points, but as we all know, anything can happen in motorsport, and it usually does. So Rich Gasson will be looking to pull off a miraculous comeback to reclaim his crown. As the drivers tackle the twists and turns of the Valencia circuit, keep an eye out for some key action areas. The tight hairpin at turn 2 is sure to provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, while the fast and flowing sector 3 will test the drivers' precision and bravery to the limit. And let's not forget about the strategic element at play here, folks. With one compulsory pit stop required during the race, teams will need to decide whether to opt for fresh rubber or risk saving precious seconds by foregoing the tyre change. It's a gamble that could make all the difference in a race for championship title. So buckle up, race fans, because we're in for a wild ride here at Valencia. Who will emerge victorious in Season 11's finale of the D.G.S.R Sim Racing GT3 Championship? Stay tuned to find out. And we're on board here with Rich Gasson, following him around as we enter the last couple of minutes of a free practice session. So Paul Sadlowski has turned up now. I see he's a bit of a late show today. He's not yet got any practice in, so he will be starting on pole, but without any pre-race practice. Now, remember, each driver is allowed a drop round out of the 8 rounds, so he may not be putting all his eggs into this basket, leading as he is already, but if one of the other drivers behind him, Steve Richardson or Eddie Wilkins, were to greatly outperform one of their poorer rounds tonight, then they could leapfrog him if he doesn't deliver the goods tonight. So let's see how he's able to handle that pressure with very little practice time under his belt. Let's go on board with him now, shall we? So that is the end of the practice session. Paul running wide there in his exit on turn 1. He's going to be having to find his pace pretty quickly in order to get up to speed in tonight's race. Looks like we're all set for a nice cleared race here today, weather-wise. Track temperature is currently 22 degrees. It's 12:15 with the race due to start at 1 o'clock. So it's going to be more likely a dry race and in the low 20 degrees. We're on the Grand Prix circuit today. So we have curves or corners here named mostly after the MotoGP races rather than more as this track is better known for the MotoGP, and you can see Valentino Rossi on the side of the building there. So we have Curva Duen is our second corner. That's a heavy braking zone where we can likely see some overtaking action. So let's run through the grid whilst we wait for the session to start. So P1 is our championship leader, Paul Sadlowski. And P2 is Rich Gasson, who's currently in P4 overall in the championships. Steve Richardson is his nearest competitor, Paul Sadlowski's nearest competitor in the gold championship, gold class. He's in P3 tonight. Roman Frella is in P4. Glenn Kirk, P5 in the Lamborghini, first Lamborghini, sorry. Marek Dvorak in the second Lamborghini. David Lolek in P7, Cormac Quinn in the Ferrari P8. Alex Goncalves is our first silver class racer. He is in P9. And Paul Joswick is in P10. Nick Golding, P11, Menno Dekkers, P12. Dieter van Brabant, P13. Eddie Wilkins, his teammate, in P14, and Eddie Wilkins is the closest competitor to Paul Sadlowski. So starting only in P5 over in the silver class, so if he's going to make some inroads and hope to overturn that 4-point deficit he has in the overall class for Paul Sadlowski, he's going to want to make quick progress, because anything less than a win in the class tonight is likely not going to be good enough. Tim Streeton is in P15. Lee Hems of the Gold class is in P16. Thomas Pichon in P17. I believe he's not been very well, so whether he'll complete the whole race, I don't know. Matt Gale is in P18. He only has 2 cars behind him tonight who he can frustrate, so he's going to need to make early progress up the field if he's going to create the normal Matt Gale train that we love to see. Carlos Paris in P19 and Rob Larby in P20. Rob didn't set a qualifying time, so he just joins the back of the grid. We are just 30 seconds away from the start now. And they start on this curve, this long curve before the tight left-hander, which takes them onto a start-finish straight, before they sprint down to the very high-speed, open 90-degree turn 1 curve at Aspar. Drivers will be starting their engines now, and we are about to start rolling. Here we go. Can Paul Sadlowski maintain the lead without incident after not having any real practice before the race? This will be a good test of his abilities, this will. We are rolling in towards the start line. He will have the inside line. Whether there'll be any ambitious moves around the outside, I don't know. Rich Gasson is very far forward in his starting box. And we are go. Off we go. Paul Sadlowski gets a good start. Rich Gasson is alongside. But Paul Sadlowski looks like he's going to hold that position. Oh, there's a tap. That looks like it sent Paul pretty wide. Oh, we've got an incident further back. What have we got going on back here? We have all sorts going on. Let's go back and have a look. We've got Thomas Pichon in trouble. I think the incident was further up there. Marek Dvorak, Tim Streeton, quite a few incidents there. A few cars turned around. Paul Sadlowski, despite getting bumped and pushed very wide at turn 1, has maintained the lead. David Lolek off track now. What's happened to him? Oh, he just tried to close the door. I think he probably needed to leave a space there, stay a bit wider. Lee Hems a bit further down, and Nick Golding. Oh, incidents off the back there. Dieter van der Brandt looked like he had a moment there. It's been a busy first lap for the stewards to unpick. No red flags that I can see. Maybe he'll be reviewing any of this, I don't know, but yeah, just an incident there for Dieter. Just lost the rear end a little bit. Marek Dvorak again. He's in trouble. Where's he going now? Oh, just not sure what happened there. Just hit the grass maybe and lost control. I don't know. Whether he's got damage to the car perhaps, and he's just trying to get back to the pits. The car does look pretty badly damaged, so I suspect he's going to be pitting early. Let's rejoin our leaders and see how things are going up ahead. Paul's built up an early lead after that little bump from Rich Gasson earlier. Steve Richardson is going to be wanting to make some quick progress now. Eddie Wilkins in the silver class has gone from P5 all the way up to P2 in the class. So he is just behind Menno Dekkers right now. And he will be hoping to get into P1 in class and give himself a chance of challenging Paul if Paul was to make any mistakes later on in a race. It's got some battling going on here between Lee Hems, Alex Goncalves, Pavel Joswick. Matt Gale is involved. He had a clean first lap. we've got more action going on. Matt Gale, Nick Golding fighting it out down the straight. Matt Gale going round the outside. Very brave move. Can he make it stick? He's still there. He's going to be on the outside again in T2, and that's not the best place to be, so he slots back in beside, making sure he doesn't lose out to Carlos Barros. A bit further up, Lee Hems and Alex Goncalves battling it out. And further up pit, further upfield, Steve Richardson, hot on the tail of Rich Gasson. We have Matt Gale and Carlos Barros still battling it out. Actually, Carlos Barros had made a move on Matt Gale, and unfortunately Matt Gale has turned him around. That is probably going to end up with a penalty for the stewards, I'm afraid. And more Matt Gale barging his way through. That was a busy little period. Oh, and yes, so Alex Goncalves pushed out once, and then Matt Gale says, I'm going to go through that door as well. I think he was probably entitled to be there by the time Goncalves turned in. Tough one. Let the stewards decide that one. Again, further up the field, we are still watching Steve Richardson all over the back of the Nissan of Rich Gasson. Nissan versus Bentley, not the two most fashionable cars on the grid, but good to see them high up the grid, representing the brands lesser used, and the Audi as well. Not too many Audis on the grid this season. Actually, it's a very well varied grid. We've got some Bentleys, got some Aston Martins, we've got Nissans, not too many Ferraris, just a four McLarens, a couple of Porsches, a couple of Lambos. It's a good mix this season. Been told there's no game audio. Always one thing, isn't there? Let's sort that one out. Game audio. There we go. Can you hear us now, Phil? Is that better? See, Marek has joined us in the comments. Unlucky Marek, that was a pretty rough first lap or so for you. Matt Gale and David Lolek. This looks like a match made in heaven, these two. We've not had these two battling before, but Matt Gale was on a rampage tonight. David Lolek is not afraid to get stuck in, so we want to keep an eye on if they can stay together. Or Matt Gale is actually... Dieter Van Brabant was very tentative with that move. That can sometimes be a bit more dangerous. He probably didn't believe he could actually get past the brick wall that is Matt Gale. Lolek seems to have broken away from the Matt Gale attack, and he is now applying pressure to Lee Hems. So as it stands in our championship, we will have Paul Sadlowski as our new global champion, Eddie Wilkins in second overall, and winner of the Silver Championship. And Steve Richardson in third. Positions will remain unchanged. But it's early days. We've still got 45 minutes of racing to go. We've got pit stops to negotiate and some other incidents, no doubt. So let's keep an eye out. That Audi as well. We know that tyre wear is a problem with it. So let's see. Let's see how that plays out. Let's have a look around the field, see what else we've got going on. We've got Steve Richardson still following Rich Gasson. Not able to get within striking range as yet. Two big boys at the field there, Nissan and Bentley. Oh, we have a yellow flag for Glenn Kirk. Continues on his way. Let's see what happened there. Maybe he just locked up and ran wide. Did well to keep it out of the gravel and pointing pretty much in the right direction. Well skilled out there, Glenn. Well done. Does bring Cormac Quinn a bit closer though. He is just a second behind him now. See if he can take advantage. That would have also left a nasty flat spot on Glenn's tyres, that would have, no doubt. So the car's not going to feel so great now. Eddie Wilkins is having a good old battle with Harold Joswick side by side. This is only for overall position, they're not in the same class. Eddie will probably not want to be behind Powell, he'll be wanting to push on and attack Menno Dekkers, who leads the silver class currently. Maybe he will, if Powell is faster than him, he might be advised to let him through and see if he can just trail him up to Menno Dekkers, who is pulling away, because apparently this defending from Eddie is allowing Menno to pull out over a 3-second lead. Now, Steve Richardson and Rich Gasson have both closed up on Paul Sadlowski, so I wonder if those Audi tyres have already become problematic. They have pulled it back to just half a second, and it was over a second and a half just over a lap ago. Running very wide there. Looks like it would be a track cut. I wonder how many of those he's picked up so far. And Rich Gasson has also put in the fastest lap in the 1:30.950. So we now have a three-way battle for first. Harold Joswick and Eddie Wilkins still having a battle. Let's see if we can pick up that one. Powell has made the move on Eddie. Eddie's run a little bit wide, gives Powell the speed and the line to get up the inside. Forces the door open, makes the move, nicely done. Eddie gives him the wide berth. I think he probably should have done a lap earlier and just allow Powell to try and pull him towards Menno. Thomas Pichon is trying to past Dieter van Brabant. We've got some of the penalties from the first laps coming through now. So we've got Lee Hems with a 5-second penalty and Matt Gale with a 5-second penalty for one of those incidents early on, and Alex Goncalves also with a 5-second penalty. Glenn Kirk is off, and this time he is in the sand. He kept it out the wall, I think, by looks things. Just a bit too wide on the exit and loses control. Keeps it out the wall though, but has dropped right down the placings now. That is taken down to... It's just gone altogether. He's left. I think he's had enough. Well, Glenn, it wasn't that bad. He kept it out of the wall, mate. But, anyway, yeah, he's dropped off the server now. Already turning quite attritional tonight with Marek, Dvorak and Glenn Kirk both calling it a night early on. And Paul must have just had a bad lap, cost him almost a second, because he's now grinding out a bit of a lead again, over a second to Rich Gasser and Steve Richardson behind him. And Roman Fraller has joined the party to try and get in on the podium action. Eddie Wilkins is perhaps struggling to really find his pace around Valencia. His last lap was a 33.2. That's 2.5 seconds off the leader pace, which in the silver class he'll be disappointed with that. He's over a second off the pace of Mino Deckers, falling back towards David Lolick and Nick Golding. So he's going backwards rather than forwards at the moment. He's pretty well secured in the silver class, and of course not on for a bad finish here at the moment. He's just not making the headway forwards that he might hope to, in order to give himself half a chance of capitalising on any mistakes that Pusilowski might make later on in the race. Thomas Pichon and Dieter van der Brand having an old battle further downfield. This is for P13 and 14. Oh, in an instant there, Dieter van der Brand has just gone too wide, perhaps got on the throttle too early. Rear end has snapped round on him, and Thomas Pichon gets for free place. David Lolick now closing up to the rear of Eddie Wilkins. This could mean trouble for Eddie. David is a quick driver, but sometimes a bit aggressive, so let's see how the two of them negotiate this. Pits. So early stop for Eddie. He tends to keep his pit stops until a little bit later, so maybe he's just feeling that if the defending is having to do, he'd be better off just get a pit stop done early and give himself a bit of clear air rather than losing time defending. So we go on board Steve Richardson following Rich Gasser and Pusilowski. Again, it closed up to under a second behind Paul. Just a slower lap from Paul. Maybe a minor mistake or something. down the start-finish straight. Which looked like he absolutely nailed that turn. Speed turn, very little lift. Carlos Barros. Yellow flag action. Happened then. He just run wide, perhaps. Styled that out nicely. Well done. Pichon and his old nemesis, and everyone's nemesis, Matt Gale. The defender of the earth and the apex, Matt Gale. Like the Black Knight, none shall pass. But maybe Thomas Pichon will. He's got plenty of time. And he has used his Jedi mind powers to make Matt make a mistake. Good work, Thomas. What happened with Matt there? He just lost that in a very odd way. Yeah, I'm sure. He's uncharacteristic mistake there. Now again, we've had a slow lap that has enabled, or a mistake that has enabled Rich Gasson to close right up on Kozlowski. Trying to catch it in the replay, but it looks like it happened before we could see it. So Steve Richardson and Rich Gasson are back all over the rear end of Paul here. Steve be sensible and just backing off Rich a little bit, letting him attack Paul rather than pressuring Rich. Again, Paul has lost that time, but he just pulls it out again once he needs to. We've got Matt Gale in the pits following that incident. Let's see who is definitely doing a tyre change, and we've probably got some damage repair going on as well. Eddie Wilkins had a 35-second pit stop. So, oh yes, Matt Gale's also got a 5-second penalty to serve, isn't he? Our big movers on the grid so far is Menno Dekkers. He has gained 6 places up to P6, P12. Paul Joswick has gained 3 places from P10 up to P7. Lee Hems and Thomas Pichon both gained 6 places up to 10th and 11th respectively, as has Carlos Barros, 6 places up from 19th to 13th. Behind David Lolek. Going to leave you for a second with this battle for first, second and third. Oh, yeah. few minutes. Back. We saw Rob Larby having a bit of an incident there. A bit too much inside curb, throwing the car out. Steve Richardson has had enough of following the Nissan. It's coming into the pits. Quentin is in the pits as well. So we can have a quick chat. These cars can get into the pits at some point, shall we? Steve, just wanted to very quickly ask you how you thought the race was going whilst you're in the pits.
Yeah, it's going alright actually. Pretty good fun following Rich. Trying to keep as close to him as possible. So yeah, quite enjoying that.
Yeah, it's been frustrating not getting past him and being able to attack Paul, but maybe now is your opportunity when they both pit, I suppose. You're hoping to undercut Rich.
That is my plan, yeah.
Okay, all the best.
But I think it's quite slow on the cold tyres or the under pressure tyres, so I'm not sure it's going to work, but we'll give it a go.
Okay, I'll leave you to it. Have a good race.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
So hearing that Steve is hoping that the undercut might work, but he will be trying to get those tyres up temperature as quickly as possible. So let's leave him alone to focus. You can see here, absolute picture concentration. His cool dude glasses on. Pit stops happening now. David Lolek, Nick Golding and Carlos Barros all in the pits. Rich Gasson is going to go a little bit longer into this stint by looks. No, this is him coming to the pits now. And the leader, Paul Sadlowski, coming into the pits, so this is where all the action is going to be happening. Dare bring them in because this is where the pressure is going to build. Roman Preller takes the race lead temporarily, having not pitted yet. Or has he? He's showing us pitted. Now. Definitely needs to pit still. So Paul Sadlowski retains his slender lead over Rich Gasson on the gas, and where is Steve Richardson? Steve Richardson is right behind Rich Gasson. He's going to have a run on him going through here. He's going to go and send it up the inside. He's got to. Makes it stick. That's worked out perfectly for him if he can, because he's now got his temperatures in the tyres. Oh, Rich, don't do it, Rich. Well done. Kept it clean. Now, can Steve make inroads on Paul Sadlowski with his tyres up temperature, and Paul still getting his tyres fully up to temperature now. Roman Fraller, our race leader, has come into the pits now. He will expect to slot in behind these three, I would have thought. And stay with this battle for a minute though. Can Steve make an impact? I'm not sure he can at the moment. Paul has definitely got them in. Tyres in the operating window very quickly. The last few cars have pitted now. Who else requires a pit stop? Star leader Paul Joswick and Dieter van Brabant. battle is coming to a head. Is it going to result in a change in the virtual lead for the race? Audi's still slippery. I've seen it several times this season. It's quick, but can also be a bit twitchy on the rear end. Paul runs with very little traction control. Allows him to get out these corners quickly, but can also lead to a little bit of twitchiness on the rear end. Steve is right up behind him, pushing him for a mistake. Gas on with a best seat in the house to see this battle. Steve's running deep. Will that give him a bit of exit? Probably not in this case. Yeah, Rich was able to close up to him rather than Steve able to make a move at all. The main action on the track at the moment. Everyone else is fairly well spaced out, so we're going to stay with this action for now. These three drivers really are just stuck together. No one really making any mistakes. Just they're not able to quite close up enough to really attack each other. Although, having said that, Steve Richardson's going to show that big pink Barbie mobile in the mirrors of Paul Sadlowski to try and force a mistake. But we all know that Paul Sadlowski does not make many mistakes. Just for a moment, bring you up to date, Eddie Wilkins in Silver Class is currently down in P5. He's having a real struggle today, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to bridge the gap to Paul Sadlowski today. barring a miracle. So, from the Drivers' Championship point of view, this is the main battle. Steve Richardson would need to pass Paul Sadlowski and hope Rich Gasson can pass him as well. That would give Steve 55 points and Paul would get 49 points, 6 points, so that would still leave Steve a couple of points behind Paul in the overall championship. So, barring any major errors from Paul, he should be on target for the Drivers' Championship with the 15 minutes remaining. Steve just running a little bit wide there. Just bring up on the team standings. So RTO Racing, they still have that commanding lead of 38 points over Cracking Pair. So that is Paul Sadlowski and Matt Gale. Paul obviously doing his bit today in P1. Matt Gale down P16, struggling a bit today. But Eddie Wilkins and Lee Hems of Cracking Pair Racing are only managing 11th and 12th at the moment, so that's not really going to make any inroads into that lead. So it looks like RTO Racing are going to wrap up the driver and team championship today as things stand. But Steve is not going to let this go easily. He is going to battle him for the race win right to the end. He'd love to bring that pink Barbie mobile home in first. But of course, Paul would love to cap off the season with a win as well as the championship. Harold Joswick a bit further down at P6. He is battling with Cormac Quinn for P5. Very different line through that final corner. He's closing on him. He's giving himself a chance. He's going to show himself in the mirror. Going into T1. It's alongside. Cormac has to just back out. He got the space. He made the move. Nicely done, Pavel. Right again. Nicely done. Well done, Powell. Just got a better exit out that last turn and just dragged it all the way down. Ooh. And we're in the ground somewhere. Let's get out of that. Here we go. Stay with our race leader looking back towards Steve Richardson, P2. David Lollick has got a very colourful Ferrari all over him at the moment. That's Thomas Pichon. fight with Paul Sadlowski. They've dropped Rich Gasson, who's now just over a second behind them. Out of DRS zone, if there was such a thing in this, but no, we don't have any of that fake overtaking here in the GT3 Championships. It's just pure talent and hacks.exe. Something that doesn't look as grippy, notably, is that Audi. It does look particularly squirrely at the moment. Steve will be considering whether he's got a good chance into his last 10 seconds of pushing Paul into a mistake. It's a real technical section, this last sector. Got to get a good flow throughout of it, and if you're struggling for grip from the rear end, that is not going to be easy to do. Still just manages to make a couple of these corners look so fast in that Audi, always pulling out a couple of temps. As much as he might lose temps early on in a lap, he definitely gains them in the second part. Has rejoined the party. There's basically always about a second and a half between these three so far this race. No more than that, really. I say that, and Rich has dropped down to 2 seconds behind, but I'm sure that won't last. Right. Before we reach the climax of this race, let's just check in on all our other drivers. Roman Fralla. He started in P4 today, and he is currently in P4. A solid drive from him in the Ferrari. Powell Joswick. He started in P10 today and has moved up to P5 in the Mercedes. Excellent stuff from him. Mercedes is the fastest in a straight line on this track, 255 kilometers an hour through the speed trap. Cormac Quinn in the second Ferrari. He's gained 2 places up to P8 today. Menno Dekkers is the star of the day, I'd say, or one of them. He leads the silver class. He's kept his nose clean throughout. He's gained 5 places from P12 up to P7 and leads the silver class. And Nick Golding is second in the silver class in P8. David Lolek in P9 in Mercedes. Thomas Pichon, despite not being well, has driven heroically, gaining 7 places up to P10. Eddie Wilkins, our silver class leader and likely to be silver class champion, is in P11 overall and P4 in the silver class. He's not had the day he was hoping for to be able to challenge for the lead, but he will be very happy with his season's work, no doubt. Carlos Barros, he has also gained 7 places, having started in P19. He is up to P12. And Alex Goncalves is P13. He's dropped 4 places. P9. Dieter van Brabant has dropped 1 place from P13 to 14. Matt Gale, he's not been able to build any of the trains that he usually likes to. He does, however, appear to have the race leader coming up behind him. So let's keep an eye on this, shall we? Because this could get a little bit spicy. You know, Matt Gale. Oh, and we have a drive-through penalty for Dieter van Brabant just to top off his day. He's not going to be what he wants at all. Track cuts, I presume, but turn 1 in particular is quite a tricky one. So, Matt Gale will be getting out of the way pretty quickly, I would have thought, to make sure he doesn't hold up the race leader. Yeah, stays inside. Stay out there. Oh, Matt should probably stayed. 2 through. Pulls to the side, lets him. Oh, stay out there, Matt, stay out there. Thank you, well done, good work. So that's probably, if anything, that's just set Steve Richardson back a couple of tenths rather than anything else. Rich Gasson will be the next to try and get past Matt Gale, clear the back marker. Matt Gale and Paul Sadlowski are teammates, but he lets Rich Gasson through there. So there's no issues there with team orders or any sort of untoward tactics slowing down the chasing pair of Steve Richardson and Paul Sadlowski. Have an awful lot of action on track at the moment. There's no highlighted battles going on. I don't dare bring in any of the race leaders for a chat just yet. We'll wait until the race is over, but we will go on board. Paul Sadlowski for a full lap of Valencia through turn 1, fast turn 1. Heavy braking zone into turn 2. Flip the apex at turn 3, bring it out to the left before just touching the apex and letting the camber on the bend bring you around. Second longest straight on the track here with a slight kink on the left hand for heavy braking again. Patient in here, pull it all the way out to the right hand side, use as much on the left as you can, and then the right, stay out to the left, just brake in a straight line, drop the gears around the apex and accelerate again. This is a tricky one, you want to stay as far right as you can, carry as much speed as you can, no braking really, just a little lift and then dropping gear sometimes. That is a lap of Valencia with our race leader, Paul Sadlowski. last minute of the race. I think we're probably going to see one more lap after this. Paul Slisley has pulled out not a commanding lead, but a lead, giving a little bit of comfort. Not have to press too fast on his final lap.
Give it a final push.
Any silly mistakes here. If he's not carrying any track limit worries, he won't need to worry about pushing it too fast now. Just ease it around. Bask in his glory as he enjoys this parade lap, almost a victory lap. Taking in the applause of the Valencia crowd. Packed for stands today. It's good to see. Well done, Valencia, turning out well. And it was his early season dominance which really put him in a great position to win this race, to win this championship, having won fourth at round 1, then round 2 win, third in round 3. Now it's the standings on results. Very second in round 3 in his second in round 3.
And he has finished the race.
A win in round 4 and consistent placing throughout, and the victory donut there. He's going to be very, very happy with himself. Well done, Paul. Showing off for the crowd a little bit, some drifting, some donuts. Very neatly done, good celebrations. Congratulations, Paul. Excellent season for you. We'll see if we can pull him into the commentary box in just a moment. He's finished doing his donuts. He's trying to burn out his entire tyre, his whole tyre. Hey Paul, congratulations. What a great race, well done, and that is the overall championship win as well in the bag for you. How does that feel? Yeah. Couple of difficult races, wasn't it, last week? And you turned up without much practice today as well. You only arrived just before the end of a practice session. Were you coming in cold, or had you done some practice offline? Ah, okay. So you weren't completely cold. Yeah. Oh, right. Absolutely, yeah. Well, it was a great race, and you were never more than 2 or 3 seconds between the front 3 of you. Obviously, Steve tried the undercut, it worked to get past Rich, but he couldn't ever quite land a blow on you, could he?
At the back end of last season, and lots of his fans, as you would expect, are here to cheer him on, and he will start the race today. Second stint tomorrow, but it's his qualifying time. He is the start driver. The grid has been shuffled a bit with grid drops from behavioural warning points, grid drops from offences.
So that was squeaky bum time then.
Sharing with the man with his back to his right.
Well done, Ray. Either way, congratulations on the championship win, the gold class win, and the race win. Full full house for you this week. Well done. I pulled Menno into the chat into the commentary box. Congratulations on your silver class win today, Menno. As a great drive. You've gained, I think it was something like 7 places overall to. Yeah, absolutely well done, and nice solid drive throughout. No major incidents for you.
It's still a work in progress, and the team were very impressed by his approach and the way that he has
Excellent.
delegated his own.
Yeah, great way to finish the season.
Seeking out information.
Good.
Use that information to try and
Yes, yeah, we'll probably have a few weeks off now, although we have got Nordschleife being released on Monday, so we'll be doing a race next Tuesday around there, or some sort of race. It won't be a season race, but it'll be a bit of fun for everyone to join in, and no doubt lose lots of SA. Excellent. Yeah, the more the merrier. Good chance to lose lots of SA around there, I reckon. No one needs safety rating, do they? So let's just lose it all at Nordschleife. Right, well, excellent. I'll leave you to get back to your evenings, and thank you very much for joining me. Congratulations, both of you. Okay, so that concludes our coverage for Season 11 with D.G.S.R Sim Racing. Remember, you can find out more about our community at DGSR.eu. This is our 11th season now, so we've been going for, what, 4 years, I think now. And, yep, the standard racing just continues to go up. It's great to see. Very few major incidents. In fact, that first lap incident in this round was probably our biggest incident throughout, but not red flag worthy. So definitely a high standard of racing going on at the moment. So really enjoyable to watch, really enjoyable to commentate on, and hopefully you've enjoyed some of it as well. And we will see you after the season break for season 12. Come back soon, everybody.
Leave it there. I'm going to hit go live now.
I'm in a sweet spot. I'm feeling good. The sun is shining. I knew it would. The world's a playground. I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm on the big stage. I got my crew. I'll get you moving. It's what I do. The party's starting. It's going down. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.